Welcome back, everyone. I'm Castle Racing, and this is my track guide of Brands Hatch. So, coming down the pitch straight, you want to brake just before the one board, slowly downshifting to third, making sure to keep your steering input smooth to keep the car stable. For turn two, braking at the shadow of the bridge down to first gear to get the car turned around. You can be early on the throttle to fully utilize the outside curbing. The same can be said about this second gear turn, fully maximizing the track width on the exit. Approaching turn 4, you want to trail brake starting at the one board, keeping to the middle of the track and accelerating at the white line apex that is present on the track. Now I want to give Yan a quick shout out for the lap footage. A link to his awesome edits channel is in the description. Going into this corner, you want to trail brake down to fourth, as it's crucial to make sure the rear doesn't step out, making sure to get a good line. For this corner, the braking point is in between the second and first board. I personally don't like to look that far away from the corner apex. I use the Gran Turismo sponsor boards across the gravel trap, braking as the right edge of the first white sign approaches the apex of the corner. And you want to take quite a big chunk of the apex. In this footage, he didn't do that, but you can cut it quite a bit without getting a penalty. However, when your tire wear is getting to the end of its lifetime, the tire grip drops off and the car is going to be really unstable. Coming up to turn 7, it's a quick braking distance between the 2 and 1 braking boards. Be sure to take some curb on the corner entry so that you don't go too wide on the exit. I personally use the driver cockpit camera view, and on the exit of this corner, the left hand of the driver completely blocks the view of how close you are to the grass. So be careful on the exit while still being confident in maximizing the track width, as it's pretty important here. For turn 8, you brake just a hair before the one board, shifting down to second and hit a late apex to get a good run down to the final corner, where you brake just before the one board, going down to third gear and treating this corner like a large double apex turn, moving to the outside, then back to the inside to get the best line for the lap. And with the track guide done, let's move on to the setup. Okay, so here I have my setup. As always, we have balance and performance on. My traction control is at 0, racing super softs, and the brake balance is at -1. For the suspension, the ride height on the front is 2.68 and the rear is 3.66, which is 68 and 92 or 93 really, in millimeters respectively. Natural frequency is at 3.05 in the front and 3.2 in the rear. The anti-roll bars in the front are at 7 and the rear is at 8. For the dampening ratio, the front is at 53 and the rear is at 55. For the rebound, the front is 82 and 83. For the negative camber, I have the front at 2.0 and the rear at 2.8. For a toe, the front is flat and the rear toe is in 0.07 degrees. For the downforce, we are at max downforce. For the differential, I have the initial torque set at 7, the acceleration sensitivity at 13, and the braking sensitivity at 40. One thing to note, at turn 5, I believe, the fast right-hander where you slightly trail brake into it, I was getting a bit of braking oversteer on that corner, and I did resolve it a bit by increasing the braking sensitivity to 50. So you can try that out for yourself and see how it works for you. For the transmission, we have the fully customized transmission. We have it set to 143, which is 230 in kilometers an hour. For the gearing ratios, we're at 2.931, 2.255, 1.844, 1.575, 1.407, 1.313, and the final gear ratio is at 2.8. Thank you for watching my video. Thank you for watching my track guide once again. Thank you, Yan, for providing the footage for this lap, and I hope you guys have a good day.